Hey boys and girls, today we are going to be making a monochromatic self-portrait. Here's an example of a monochromatic self-portrait. Yes, it's very green, but here's another example of a monochromatic self-portrait. So what do these have in common? Well, if you haven't guessed, monochromatic means that it's just one color. Mono is Latin for one, and chroma means color. So we're going to be creating a picture that's made from just one color, where this is the color pink with the pink family, light pink, medium pink, dark pink. And then here is an example of the green family, light green, medium green, dark green. We have a full value of the greens. So I'm going to be making a monochromatic self-portrait. It's going to be a picture of me, and you are going to be doing this along too. So I'm going to start off with my paper. I'm going to be using a black marker before I add my chroma or my color. I want to be thinking about space, and I'm going to be using all the elements of art. So we're going to begin by talking about lines. I'm going to be making some simple lines with my black marker. I also want to air draw before I get started so I don't make any mistakes. So I'm going to make a U shape. I'm thinking about how big I want my face to be. I don't want an itty bitty little face. I don't want a gigantic face. I want to be able to have hair and a neck. So I'm going to get started by doing probably about this size. Watch, I'm going to go ahead and just make that U shape. Go ahead and do this along with me. Go ahead now and make that U. Leave space for a neck. Leave space for your hair and for your ears. Make that U shape now along with me. Okay, now that I have the U shape, I'm going to go and start adding some other features to my head. Let's do the neck. The neck is not quite as wide as the face, so I'm going to just do a little curve outline here and a little curved line out that way. And then for my shirt, I'm going to make a curved, like a smile, and then another curved line this way for my shoulders. Now, yours don't have to look just like that. Yours might be a little broader, or your shoulders may not have as much space. But now I've got the bottom part of my page filled. Let's talk about the top space. Up here, we're going to be drawing our hair. We're going to do this very last. So please don't do anything with the top of your paper. Reserve this space for last. All right, so let's do the middle of our face. At the very center of my face, I want to have a nose. So put your finger where you want your nose to be. Perfect. So along with me now, I want you to take your marker. Watch what I'm going to do. I'm just going to do a little curve for my nose. Noses can be super complicated. We don't need to make things too complicated. Keep it simple. Make a nice little curve for your nose. And then below it, we're going to make a smile. Okay? It's the same curve, it's just bigger. Now, if my mouth is closed, I'm going to leave it alone. But if I want my mouth open, I'm going to do another curve, pull it down, and curve back up and connect. Now it looks like my mouth is open. Okay? So with that is a few things I can do. I could color it in black and have a black mouth, or I could even show teeth. To show teeth, I'm going to draw a line and maybe draw a couple of those teeth in there. And now the bottom part I might color in black. That's up to you. You could have both your top teeth and your bottom teeth. I kind of like it like that. All right, so the next thing I'm going to do, if girls, you may decide you want to add some lips. I'm not going to put lips on this guy right here, but if you want to, you can. Maybe a little chin. All right, next I'm going to add some smile lines just to give him some more personality. And now let's talk about the eyes. So my eyes do not go between on either side of my nose. They actually go up. And now on both sides, I want to make eyes that are symmetrical, meaning they're the same shape. So we talked about lines. Now let's talk about shape, okay? The shape I'm going to do is called an ellipse. And here's how you make an ellipse. I'm going to make a curved line, and another curved line about the same size. But that's not how I want my eyes. I want to have my eyes open. So to make an ellipse, I'm now going to do a curve down and a curve down. Now, this looks kind of like a football, but this is called an ellipse shape. It's not quite circle, not quite oval. It's kind of pointy on the sides and curved at the top. This is our ellipse shape. Now, inside there, I'm going to make a circle. Going back to our elements of art, put a circle in, about the same size on both. And you could do the black pupil. It's the black part of your eyes. All right, now let's talk about the guys versus the girls. Girls, usually we want to put more emphasis on our eyelashes. So girls, you might decide to put some eyelashes on here. Boys, you don't have to do those eyelashes, okay? You can leave it the way it is. If you want to add some kind of cheek, you could. You don't have to do that either. Next, I'm going to talk about the eyebrows. So the eyebrows are important because they show how we're feeling. They show emotion. As my eyebrows are going up, I'm going to look happy, or I could be surprised. If my eyebrows are going down, I could be angry. But let's keep them kind of happy. So I'm going to have them going like this. They're showing some emotion. Now we could add some texture if you want to show some texture and show you've got some furry eyebrows. You could do that. If you don't like the texture look, you don't have to do that. All right, let's go back to some shape. I'm going to make the shape of my ears. My ears are not going to be circles, but rather they're going to be just, I don't really know what shape I'd call that, but it definitely curves, goes down, and then curves back. Make both as symmetrical as you can. All right, now's where it gets a little bit more complicated. We're going to talk about the hair. Everyone's hair is a little bit different, okay? Boys, your hair is probably going to be a lot shorter than the girl's hair. And what I want to do is I want to use lines again to show my hair. Now, we know about wavy lines and curly lines and zigzag lines. Think about your hairstyle. My hair is kind of straight and kind of wavy. I'm going to show a boy's haircut. So what I want to do is I'm not going to do long bangs. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start in the center, and I might show that my hair is going to have a part in it. And I'm just going to bring my hair off to the sides like this. Okay, so I might have some hair like that. And maybe on this side, I might have a swoop up. So I'm showing the shape. I'm using lines to show the direction that my hair might, the way I style it. And then again, I might bring some hair down off the sides. Okay, so now this may not look exactly like me, but I'm doing my best to try to give me a boy's haircut. Girls, if you have long hair that goes in front of your shoulders or down your neck, you're gonna pull that hair down on the sides. If you have hair that goes in front of your eyes, you might, again, follow those lines and go in front of your eyes. Be sure to pull your hair down. If your hair is in a ponytail or up in a bow, you could always show the hair off one side and put a bow up on top. We'll look at an example of my girl again and how we did that. So now that I'm done with my black marker, I'm going to put it to the side. And now I'm going to choose my chroma, my color that I want to use. I've already done a pink chroma color. I've already done a green. I think I'm going to do blue. So I'm going to get a range, a variety of blues. From my colored pencils, I have a light blue, a medium blue, this one just says straight blue, and then this one says deep blue. So some different values of blue. And then also I'm going to be using marker. Now, do not use your marker yet. The marker is going to be saved for later. So I'm going to put that to the side. I'm going to focus right now on my colors. So starting with the eyes, I'm going to do my medium blue. And this is where you can get creative. The harder you push with your pencil, the darker it's going to be. The lighter you push, the more gentle, the lighter your color is going to be. Feel free to have different values even with one pencil. I'm going to definitely show that my face is going to have some lighter color. So I'm going to do some light blue on there. Okay, be sure that you cover up as much white as you can. Now I'm gonna leave the white part of my eyeballs, and I'm gonna leave my teeth white, but everything else is going to have blue, different values of blue. Okay, again, the harder I push, the darker my blue gets. And I'm just gonna very carefully go through. I'm going quickly, I hope you take your time. I'm going to switch some colors around a little bit, maybe just to get some contrast in there with some light and some dark colors, shades of blue. Okay, I hope you're taking your time. This might be a good time if you haven't got your colored pencils yet to go ahead and get them. All right, let's see what this is called tidal wave. Let's see what tidal wave looks like. Because I want to have some pattern on my shirt. So maybe you want to have a striped shirt. Now, when we use markers, there's different ways to use it. You can definitely make thick, broad lines by holding it at an angle and making some big lines, or you could color with the tip and then you'll have some fine lines, okay? So we can have thick lines. I might alternate. I might have a thick, so to get a thick line in there, and then I might have a thin, and thick and thin. And I'm gonna color in to show, I'm gonna try to make this look like it has some form, kind of like it's 3D. Also, up here in my hair, I'm going to just kind of show some different layers. Okay, and I'm going to transition to a lighter blue color. Let's see how that looks. Ooh, I like that. That's a pretty blue.